You know, it won't be long before we hear that there are Coloradans who are being evacuated ahead of this wildfire or that. Families race out, the fire crews race in. Our Marshall Zellinger looks into the growing industry of private firefighters working for insurance companies.
We've become too familiar with these images, homes being destroyed by Colorado wildfires. Now, insurance companies are providing proactive fire protection to prevent having to replace a home destroyed by fire.
Wildfire Defense Systems has grown to become the equivalent of the third largest wildfire agency in the United States.
David Torgerson is the CEO of Wildfire Defense Systems, which provided these photos. WDS firefighters are not sent out to put out a wildfire. They're sent, often miles from the active fire, to protect the homes of people signed up with insurance companies that contract with WDS.
We'll often leave a card to say that we've been there. There may be some telltale signs. Maybe the firewood supply is stacked a little differently when it comes back. Maybe they'll find that there's some vegetative wildfire retardant that may have been sprayed around the edge of their property on the natural vegetation, which will fade away in just a matter of a couple of weeks. Last year was 161 wildfires that we responded to on behalf of the insurance industry.
It protects our customers' homes. It helps State Farm control our exposures to wildfire.
There it is. Money. Look at the amount of money fires have cost insurance companies in Colorado. The East Troublesome fire last year is estimated to cost $543 million in insured losses. Number 2 is Waldo Canyon in Colorado Springs in 2012. Converted into today's money, $509 million. The most expensive fires on this list are over the last decade.
Insurance companies are doing a risk analysis.
Gary Brees, the executive director of the Colorado State Fire Chiefs, points out insurance-based firefighting is kind of how firefighting used to be.
A fire mark in the 18th and 19th century was put on the building as a result of the building being insured. It told the volunteer fire departments at the time that if they fought this fire, that they would be paid by that insurance company. And homes or businesses that did not have fire marks on them, meaning they weren't insured, probably got less than desirable service.
The mission is to serve those insured properties, but the ethic is to do the right thing.
As I was doing this story, my insurance company sent me a letter recently saying that I have that coverage at no cost, warning that it doesn't mean the service will be provided or that it will prevent damage. I asked a spokesperson for this company if I don't want it living in an urban setting, can I get rid of it? And the answer was yes, but you don't get a discount to remove it, just like you're not charged to have it.
Marshall, I am still trying to get my mind around this fire mark thing. Like, I thought I knew a decent amount about history. I have never heard that before. The buildings would have markers telling the firefighters, oh, you should save this one, we'll repay you.
I need to do a whole story on that, and I thought from the East Coast, you might know that better than me, but this goes back. Many buildings on the East Coast have these, and they might be worth a lot of money, and I know a lot of firefighters have these as mementos, but yes, there was that symbol on the building that said, you'll get paid to fight this fire, maybe not that one.
That might be an urban East Coast thing, Marshall. I grew up in a farm town. I'm pretty sure that they were not markers saying somebody's got a chunk of change behind this building. Marshall, thank you.